You've heard the best revenge is to invest in yourself and live a happy life. And then when the person who hurts you sees you doing so well, they feel a twang of hurt or regret or maybe even remorse. That is not what happens in revenge cheating. People who are so hurt by the betrayal of their partner will oftentimes try to get revenge in the same way their partner hurt them. So let's say it was a sexual affair, they'll try to find a sexual partner or person to have an affair with. If it was emotional, they'll start engaging with different people, emotionally trying to get at the deepest intimate parts of that person and carry on an intimate affair. Or if it was financial, they may try to take advantage of their partner financially in a way their partner did not understand. Because I want you to remember, revenge with any kind of cheating is any kind of cheating, and all cheating isn't physical or emotional. Sometimes it involves money too. Now, what's interesting is, according to the North American Journal of Psychology, 75% of all men and 68% of all women said that they had committed infidelity in some way in their relationship. That could have been texting someone, an emotional affair, that could have been a physical affair, that could have been a financial affair. Although people are not so aware of how dire, taking advantage or betraying someone financially is. But let me tell you, it, like all the other forms of cheating, will destroy trust, and it can really ruin a person's life. I do want to comment on this. According to the same study, it said that men usually had an easier time forgiving or getting over a sexual affair of their partner, and women had a more difficult time if it was an emotional affair with their partner. Now, when asked about this, women said it was the length of time that determined how upset or how betrayed or how likely they were to end the relationship. Guys did not like the idea of another man taking over their partner sexually. They also were more hurt if it had been going on a long time, but more for guys, it was the concept that someone else, their woman or their girlfriend or their wife, had actually allowed another person to make love to them. And that was the part that was so destroying to men. Now, if you're in a relationship where you have been betrayed or your partner is talking, maybe you've just had an affair and your partner is saying they're going to do the same to you, and you're thinking, I would like to work it out, but if they do revenge sex, I will never be able to allow them to ever make up for it. I want to caution you to the types of ideas or questions or concepts. These are basically factors I look for in predicting who would actually try to have revenge sex. First of all, you have to consider the cost perception. They're going to think about, like anyone thinking about this would be thinking, okay, what aspect of my mental health or my overall life would be affected if I actually went through and found someone else to have sex with? Now, that's a big question. You could risk an STD, you could risk a possible pregnancy, you could risk a possible loss of a piece of yourself, your own character, if you decided that this was going to be an option you took. Second, the amount of anger you have. The more angry you are, the more likely you're not thinking clearly. And so many times the instant impulse will be, I'm going to hurt them in the same way they hurt me. Anger is equated to the hurt of the betrayal. And the more hurt they are, usually the more anger they will feel, and the more likely they may try having revenge sex or revenge cheating. Cultural and religious values. For some people, culturally and religiously, they are not cut from this cloth. Like, they would never have revenge sex. They would never think of sacrificing their morality or their spirituality to hurt their partner in this way. And that would make a big difference because they would be less likely to do that. Then that may hold them strong during a time they were very vulnerable to revenge cheating. And lastly, the external justice. Sometimes the person who had sex or cheated, or whether it was with money or an affair or emotional affair, it will seem there's little justice for them. Like they don't have to worry about anything. They've got somebody new and I'm left here. However, a person who is questioning, should I do this, will most likely say, what would be the hurt factor? Would I cheat with a friend of theirs? Would I lose friends if I did this? Would this cost me my job, perhaps, in the case of coworkers? Would this make me less of a person among my friends, among my coworkers? Because more than likely someone will find out because of social media. So it's more thinking about what external justice needs to be done, and does this person need that done? So as a therapist, that's what I'm looking for. And if you were in therapy with me, that is what I would be questioning. So you can do this on your own. I will say this, the best revenge is what I said in the beginning, but I would go one step further. I would say the reason to avoid the cheating is it's done out of a reaction. It's a revenge cheating. And that means if you get a handle over your anger, over your hurt, then more than likely you would not choose to put yourself in this situation. So what I'm going to recommend is you talk to a therapist. Maybe not 6 weeks, maybe not 6 months, maybe not 5 sessions or 3 sessions, maybe 1 session to talk to them and get the tools you need to calm yourself down, to help clarify the situation, to breathe and get through it, so that no matter what happens with your partner, whatever choice, bad choice they made, you will not base your reaction or your life off their stupidity or their poor choice. In other words, you would be in a safe place, safely grounded, so anybody you chose to love and have a sacred relationship with in the future, you would be in a better position to keep it sacred and to keep it secure and to keep it healthy. That means in the ultimate end, you really did yourself well.